Before we get started, have you gotten my free ebook, 5 Powerful Steps to Win Your Morning? Go to thesuccess.life/5 Powerful Steps. This ebook has 5 powerful strategies you can implement right away to help you have more energy, clarity, and focus, and accomplish more in less time. Go to thesuccess.life/5 Powerful Steps and get your copy today. Hello, my friend, and welcome to Press Pause. I'm your host, Janelle Bruland, and I'm here to help you regain control of your life for you. Each week, I will be giving you helpful tips and one thing you can implement immediately to overcome the chaos of life and take back control. I was once an overwhelmed, overcommitted entrepreneur, and I get what it's like to be balancing all of the things between work and home. And I'm here to help you take back control. Let's dive right in. Welcome to Press Pause. On today's episode, we're going to press pause and do a breathing exercise to calm your body. So I've invited Graham to join me today to demonstrate a really helpful breathing exercise. But first, let's talk about the importance of proper breathing.
Right. I think we take it for granted, and we breathe about 17,000 times a day. I don't know what that equates to per minute, but that's a lot. And, it's our body's way of getting rid of toxins and just bad things. I think 70% of all the stuff, goes through the carbon dioxide and goes out our lungs. So it's important for us to do it properly.
Right.
And something else, it relaxes us. It helps energize us. Mm-hmm. It gives us a chance when there's fear. We tend to hold our breath. So if we breathe, we can breathe our way through it. There's so many benefits to proper breathing. Exercise. If you breathe through your diaphragm, you can fill your lungs up a whole lot better and have more power and more energy and do things better. So It's important.
And I think what is difficult to realize is that most of us don't breathe properly. Mm-hmm. I mean, reading the book Breath by, I think, James Nestor, it was enlightening of how most of us are not breathing properly. And the perfect breath is really breathing in for 5 seconds and out for 5 seconds. And most of us don't do that. We breathe much more shallow than that. And then in the research that I've done on trauma and also in my own life, is very common when you've been through trauma and stressful situations that you actually hold your breath. So I don't know if you've ever realized that you're doing this when something happens that scares you, when you're in all of a sudden in deep stress, you tend to either breathe really shallow or you might even hold your breath. Mm-hmm. And what this does is it traps the oxygen, where when you're breathing properly, you have that adequate oxygen supply that's going through your body and your cells, and so many benefits of actually breathing properly. You've got the increased immunity benefits. You'll sleep better. You'll feel better. Just overall healthier well-being. Mm-hmm. So important to be able to do that. Also, you digest your food more efficiently when you're breathing properly. So another benefit. I didn't know that actually people in high-stress jobs like police officers and firefighters are actually taught breathing methods because they're under high stress a lot of the time, and it helps them calm their entire nervous system down. That's what proper breathing does, so that you're operating more in that parasympathetic side of the nervous system, that branch, versus in this fight or flight. So I felt that was pretty interesting. So today, I wanted to take you through, with Graham's help, a really simple breathing exercise called box breathing. And we're going to just do it for 4 minutes together today. And you can do this for just a couple of minutes when you have some time. You can do this breath work for longer as a longer exercise. But even if you just take it and do it for a few minutes like we're doing now, it can make such a difference in helping to train your body to breathe properly. So let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you're not driving right now while you're trying to do this. So this is just going to be 4 minutes that we're going to take together. So get yourself in a comfortable seated position with both of your feet on the floor and your back straight. And let's just practice where we're breathing a minute. Just recognize as you're breathing in that your belly, your diaphragm is expanding out when you breathe in, and then in your chest, and then when you breathe out, your stomach should go back toward your backbone. So think of your belly bone going back toward your backbone. And then just do that one more time as a practice. Breathe in, feel that diaphragm expand, and then when you breathe out, you're going to feel your blood through your belly button to your backbone, okay? So the method that we're going to do of box breathing today is just 4 simple steps, and we're actually going to do it for a count of 5. So you can think about a box when you're doing this. You're going to breathe in for 5 seconds, you're going to hold for 5 seconds, breathe out for 5 seconds, and hold for 5 seconds. Now, if you haven't done any breathing exercises before and that's too hard, you can actually do this exercise with just 3 seconds or 4. If you can do 5 or even more, that's great. So we're going to do it at 5 seconds today. So are you ready?
No, that's a lot.
You can do it. All right, here we go. You close your eyes and you're going to breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold 2, 3, 4, 5. And in 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5. And out 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold for 5. And then you're going to release for 5. And you're going to continue on this method now for the next couple of minutes. So you're breathing in for 5, you're holding for 5, and you're breathing out for 5, and you're holding for 5. So just continue this at your own pace now for the next few minutes. Good work. And remember, as you're breathing, be thinking about your breathing, that as you're breathing in, that belly and that chest is expanding, and then you hold at the top, and when you breathe out, that diaphragm, that belly is sinking back again. And as you do this, I didn't mention, but we're breathing just in and out naturally through the nose. And you can take deep and relaxing breaths as you do this. Just continue that count at your own pace. Good job. We're at 2 minutes. We're going to continue for 2 more. So breathe in for 5. And you're holding for 5. And then you're breathing out for 5. Holding for 5. Good job, everyone. We're over halfway through. We're just doing 4 minutes today. Now, sometimes as you're doing this simple exercise, when you're thinking about the box, think about those numbers, sometimes you're going to have unwanted thoughts that come up, and that's okay. If that happens, which is very normal, you're thinking a lot of thoughts a day and they're going to come in your mind, just let them go and focus back on that count. Good work. And let's just keep that going. When you have thoughts come, just let them go. Go back to the breathing, watching your belly rise on the inhale, your belly collapse on the exhale. And if you lose count, that's all right. Just come back to wherever you were. And we're just doing the box breathing at a count of 5. And we are finished. So take your last one big deep breath in, as big as you can take it in through the nose. And then let's take a big sigh out the mouth. And that's box breathing. I hope you enjoyed that today. Come and listen to this exercise again to continue to improve your breath, your proper breathing, and your health.
Thank you for listening today. Take that one thing you learned and start making it a habit in your life now. And be sure to tune in next week for another thing you can do to improve your life and be the best version of yourself. Cheers to making this time for you each and every day. If you're enjoying this podcast, will you please take a moment to leave a positive review? This helps get the message out to impact as many people as possible. And I encourage you to subscribe to this podcast. That way the episodes will drop each time a new one comes out. Remember, you don't have to be overwhelmed and overcommitted. You have the power to take back control of your life.